Good morning, people. It's a lovely sunshiny morning, and as you've just seen by the time lapse, we've got Bracken out of the water and pressure washed off, in for a blacking. I understand that we did this boat, I think it was 2023. So starting at the back, rear anodes, got a plenty of meat left on that. And the chine angle on this boat is absolutely brilliant. 10mm base plate. We have got a fair bit of this little rusty bits down the side. I understand this boat's been in the marina and had another boat alongside, and it has caused a bit of electrolysis, definitely on this side, and you can see it with the silvery sparkly bits, and it's literally all the way up until where the boat ended on that side. Chine angle at the front looking really good, and the anode at the front, it's getting a bit low. I think that wants replacing. Probably won't do another 2 years. Coming around on the bow, got this big old hook here. That's for when the boat was built. They would have towed it out of wherever it's the shed that it was in when it's being built by this hook, and it was quite common practice for them just to get a big sledgehammer and bend it up so that it wasn't in the way rather than cutting it off. So on the port side, same again, anode's getting rather low there, and we just got this rust where the blacking's basically failed. It's only good for 2 years really, so this is a little bit over, but yeah, the pressure washer wouldn't take these bits off, so we're going to have to wire wheel these. Chine angle along the front there, absolutely beautiful. Like I say, 10mm base plate. Moving down the sides, nice brass outlets, ones we like. Still got water coming out. The rear here, again, chine angle, absolutely beautiful. Nothing wrong with that. Rear anode, well, the rear ones are looking a little bit better than the front ones, to be fair, but I guess we're going to be changing those. Round to the propeller. Split pin looks to be all in good order. There's no nicks or chips out of it. It has got a fair bit of play in it though, as you can see there. You can see that in there. If I put the camera down, I don't know if I can demonstrate that. I can lift it up and down. So yeah, the stern gear has got a fair bit of wear to it. I have to ask the owner whether it's whether glam packing at the back is letting any water in or not. And the rudder cup, fair old bit of play on that. It's got plenty of meat left to it, but it has worn. It's serviceable, but it's just whether or not it annoys the owner of the vessel when they're going along with it making a chattering noise every now and again. So Bracken, all in all, needs a bit of a clean up with a wire wheel and some new anodes. So let's get going. Time to get these anodes fitted. We're putting 3 down the sides and 2 at each end. Okay, so on this rear starboard anode where we're going to put it, there's a bit of a slice there where somebody has been a bit overzealous when cutting the old anode bar off, and they've gone into the hull side a little bit. So I'm just going to weld that up, and then we've just got the 2 rear anodes to fit. So Jane, been busy this week then?
Very.
Very?
Very busy.
Been keeping on your toes?
Yeah.
So, what we've got here then, my lovely cake of the week, we have chocolate and cherry cake and red velvet. And Jane's munching there on her usual, which is jack potato. And I've decided it looked quite nice, so I'm going to have a go at it as well. So there you go. And where are we, fabulous Jane?
Rebecca's Kitchen, Malton Farm Shop, Stratton.
That's the one. Enjoy.
Very
Very
nice.
nice. Good afternoon, people. So it's towards the end of the week, and we have got Bracken all sorted. Anodes down the sides. James put the second coat of blacking on. But we've got really high winds at the moment, so we're waiting for that to dull down a little bit before we can put her back in the water. But in the meantime, I've got a little job that I want to do on Hector, which is one of our hire boats. What I want to do is create a bit more storage. Oh, hello. Which is down here. I want to put a drawer in here and utilise the space underneath. So, the space underneath. Let's move these cushions out the way. Okay, So as you can see, that is the toilet tank, but there's all this free space. So what I'm thinking is putting a drawer that comes out through the front here, so you don't have to take all that rigmarole off to get at this space. And possibly we have some storage space underneath here, maybe taking this wall out and making it so it goes into that area there as well. But first things first, I'm going to make a drawer and chop the front out. So this is a box that I've knocked up, and this is going to make my drawer. I've actually made it as big as I can and gone around the pipes for the pump out tank that's underneath it. So let's take it down, see if it fits, and get the front of the seating area cut out. Right, so I've made myself a front, so I've edged it basically, and got myself some drawer runners. So let's get those attached, take it down to the boat and see if we can if I can make it fit. Right, so I've had a bit of a clear up before Jane saw the mess that I've made and goes absolutely ballistic. Now I've got my trims to put around the front, hopefully make this look a little bit prettier than what it does right now. Right, leave that to dry, see what we've got in the morning. The problem with this project all along has been that I've not been able to remove the wooden panel and work on it on a bench because it is well and truly fitted into the boat, so you're not always going to get the best results. Okay, so that's my drawer all fitted, and while I was at it I decided to open up that space at the back and yeah, made it far more accessible. So let's put the lids on, see what it looks like. So there we have it, extra storage made. That should be great for people on the holly bobbies, another place to put their stuff. And I know what Jane's going to say, how are people supposed to see what they've got stored in the back of this locker that you've made because it's too dark? Well, Janie, there you go, I'll put a light in there. So when the kick lights are on, which are these ones down here, down there, that light comes on inside the locker. So, haha. Right, on to the next job. Good afternoon, people. And well, the weather has changed for the better. It's been a couple of days, but that gave me time to get Hector's drawer all made and finished off. So now let's get Bracken back in the water.